No fancy intros or outros today. I just don't have that type of time this week. But I had to jump on today because we just got some news from our famous, reputable Apple leaker, Mark Gurman. He just put out saying that Apple is going to be rebranding their software and changing it from, instead of their release number, to a calendar number instead, coinciding more with what Samsung has been doing with their phones for the last couple years. So instead of getting iOS 19 like we've all been calling it, they got one more trick up their sleeve, and now it's going to be iOS 26. Man, Apple cannot get a break this year about anything software related. Ever since before WWDC 25 was announced, we have been getting leaks over leaks over leaks, some of which I covered a little bit. Sorry, Apple. But just when they thought they could hold on to one more secret, here comes Mark saying, no, actually, here you go. So let's talk about that. One, why would it be iOS 26 instead of iOS 25? It is 2025 last time I checked. Because software doesn't officially launch until the end of the year. So there's no point of having iOS 25 sometime after September when we're at the end of the year and now we're going into 2026. Very similar to like how cars will give you the following year's model when it comes out after the second half of the current year. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's what cars do. So now we have all the operating systems coinciding with one another. So instead of iOS 18, 19, 20, Apple Watch 10, 11, 12, tvOS, no, it's all going to be just a calendar year. Now, I like this idea, I think. It would only make sense to do it this way if they change the phones to be the calendar year phone as well, much like iPads or Macs or anything else. It would just make more sense to do a calendar year, because why would we want to keep sticking with the release model when we already lost that naming scheme long ago with iPhones, when iPhone 10 then became 10s and now iPhone 11 isn't the 11th phone? We've lost the plot on naming schemes for iPhone for a very long time. So yeah, now I like the idea of saying the 2026 iPhone, even though it comes out at the end of 2025, also has iOS 26. It kind of cleans it all up. At least we can unify this somehow. This is probably the best approach that they could do because they have so many products out there with so many softwares now. And god damn it, if they can't have Johnny Ive's minimalism now, they can at least try to minimalize the software naming and the hardware naming. I will take this, and maybe this is their response to Johnny Ive joining OpenAI. No, it's not, but one could dream.